Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're unboxing a model from a Canadian based brand called Acizem or Acizem, and they do some unusual watches. So let's open this model and see what we got. You get a cardboard box, behind that you get a lacquered wooden box, and inside is the watch itself. So let's take it out, move the box away, and check out the watch itself. As you can see, this looks unlike anything else that I review on my channel, and that's exactly the reason why I decided to review it. And not only that, but as soon as I received the watch, I actually unboxed it without the camera and put it on my wrist and actually wore it for a couple of days because I was intrigued by this lug design and the overall shape and look of the watch. Now these will come in a different varieties when it comes to the dial color, the case color, and even the strap. You'll be able to choose between a leather strap and a metal bracelet. Each variant is limited to 250 individually numbered pieces, and it's called Enygmah. Now this brand as whole really does unique watches. Like I said, each and every model of theirs is completely different to anything you'll see on the market. And that's one of the reasons I really like them, because I always respect someone who tries to do their own thing, not just doing another Submariner homage. This certainly is unique. It is priced just under $600, which when you look at the specs on paper is kind of high because it's powered by the Miyota 8 series movements. But this one has a small seconds hand, so the jumping second, which is characteristic of the 8 series movements, shouldn't be applied here, because here the seconds hand is probably directly driven. Usually on the 8 series, if you have a central seconds hand, it's indirectly driven, so because of the slack in the gears, sometimes when you shake the watch, the seconds hand is going to jump and then the gears catch it up. But with the small seconds, I believe this is where the direct drive is, so the seconds hand shouldn't be jumping as you wear the watch. And also, even if it was jumping, you probably wouldn't notice it because it's so small. It does come with hacking, and it does come with hand winding. So the crown is very well protected, but it's actually easy to use because of the shape, and it's pretty thin. So even when you're winding the watch, so let's say now we're setting it, when you're winding the watch, it's very easy because you can always reach some of these gears, these teeth, behind and in front of the crown guard. The crown guard is integrated with the case, and it's yet another piece of unusual design. Now the watch itself, I'll have the specs in the corner of the screen, is 40 something by 49, and the only thing that I don't like about it is that it's 13 point something millimeters thick, which is quite thick for this type of a watch. But because it's part of that is down to the domed sapphire crystal, it actually wears quite okay. You do get an exhibition case back, as you can see, with the Acizem logo, and you can see the gold-plated 8 series movement from Miyota. You get a butterfly clasp, which is milled out, which is really nice, and the leather strap is quite comfortable, and I do like it that it comes bent in the box, so as soon as you put it on your wrist, you don't have to break it in. It's already shaped by your wrist, so it really is comfortable to wear. The watch itself does feature lume, but it's so small that I don't know how usable it is. In the night I will see it after my eyes get accustomed, but it's no Seiko monster and it's no diver. But considering the design of the watch, it's actually quite okay. I do like the gold plaque here with the model name and everything, and I do like the applied numerals as well as the markers. The hands are skeletonized but done in a nice way, and this dial, really, you have to see it in person to truly appreciate it. This one I believe is called Arctic Sky or something like that, but it's just gorgeous. It comes with a sunburst effect, and the color is like this, a light blue, almost something between silver and blue, which creates a nice contrast between the rose gold markers in hands. Very cool, very nice looking, and I can't wait to put it under macro. Like I said, these are all limited to 250 pieces each, and being made in Canada. The price, like I said, is slightly steep, but considering these two things, it's actually acceptable. I do like the design. I even like the look of these lugs, and this is one of those watches that is a conversation starter. So as soon as I put it on my wrist, I went to work. Everyone was asking what am I wearing, just because of these really catch attention, and then people look at the watch, and surprisingly most people actually liked the look of it. They said like you're finally wearing something that's not boring, that doesn't look the same. Because when I wear watches that I reviewed to work, to most people, if I'm wearing a diver, they all look the same. From a Boltony to the Rolex Submariner, they really do not notice the difference. But with this one, this really stands out, and it really caught attention of people. So if you want to attract attention, this is definitely a model for you. So anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. I will leave the link to their website in the description. And like I said, do stay tuned for the full review when I put this under macro, because as you can see, there's even some really nice techniques when it comes to the finish of the dial at the edges, and I can't wait to record that under macro. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. And until the next video, bye.